not reflecting the absence of Joe Johnson.
I'm telling you, the Bivouacs 0-3, but 8.5. When the Bivouacs do lose, it's always a close game because they can get buckets. Give me the money line. Give me the Bivouacs.
I would not be surprised if we do see Bivouac come in this game. We'll talk about that in a moment. But if you are new to the Big Three, our rules. The first to 50 points wins. There is no game clock, only a 14-second shot clock. You'll see the different rules when it comes to free throws, and then also those circles on the floor. There are 3 of them for 4-point opportunities. And that's a player in Gerald Green who does not mind spotting up from there.
Shoots it so effortlessly.
This Bivouac team 0-3 this season. In the bottom of the standings just right now, just shy of the midway point, but only -9 point differential. They have not had a game larger than 3 points as G will attack, and he will shoot 1 free throw for 2 points.
Alonzo G is a guy that's looking for a little bit of opportunity with Joe Johnson here. He's more of a role player. Hit 2 big threes in the corner. You know, triplets lost last week to the Ball Hogs. Ball Hogs got their first win, but G was big down the stretch.
Exactly right. And coming off the bench, 12 points, 7 rebounds. So those were the only threes for the triplets as well.
Yeah.
So he knocks down the free throw. Bivouac looking for their first win this season in the Big Three. They have the talent to do it. They've just been too close. Lost by Ayers, and that'll be a shot clock violation.
Pargo pulled the chair on Ayers, and it worked.
Hey, we know we got to see versatility from these Pargo brothers. They'll defend in the post, and that's really what you look for in this game is versatility. You got to be able to guard anywhere. Pargo into Hollins, who slams it home two-handed.
That's what Hollins could do. Rolls out, gets to the bucket, throws it down.
Just that easy. I mean, he broke away, was completely free on that play.
Yeah, that's because he ran Brewer over with an illegal screen. That's what happened.
Ayers has plenty of time, and he knocks down. That's his first 3 of the season.
I was watching Ayers shoot before. He's on target. He's either going to hit back rim or he's going to nail it. That time, nailed it.
You know, it wasn't even something he did a whole lot in his NBA career either. Just 2 for 5. Getting things started early for Bivouac. I would say in a must-win situation at this point. The alley-oop not there for Hollins. And it's Brewer for 3 in the corner. In the corner, G knocks it down.
Yeah, love those corner threes.
There's a lot of time for both Jeremy Pargo. Felt like there was a lot of opportunities they could have been pulling up from the perimeter. Green, no good, but a well-set screen. Jeremy Pargo, he's gonna pull up. Green skying for the rebound. That's something that he does so well too. Not only one of the 4 players averaging 20 points per game, but a great rebounder as well, as you talked about. That not there, a turnover for Bivouac. Scal, I know it's only 3 weeks, but teams might still be kind of finding their footing as a unit.
Yeah, they're trying to run some different stuff offensively. So far, they don't normally they just give the ball to Joe Green and he goes and gets buckets, so they're trying some different action.
Pargo working hard, brought down by Ayers. 7-3, triplets leading. Difficult shot by Brewer. There could have been a whistle there. Hard contact and an offensive foul. He called against Pargo.
I don't know about this one. Got his shoulders down. I mean, he has the right to get into the airspace. Feels like getting a big 3. That should have been a no call.
Embellishment.
Yeah, no call. Let it go. Let the guys go.
No, I agree with that. It is a physical game, no matter who's on the floor here in the big three. As Green misfires inside to Hollins. He is a problem in the paint so far.
Yeah, good strong catch, created some space, went up, threw it down. Hollins just like 3 or 4 minutes last week, coming in fresh.
Hollins already 2 dunks in this one as he battles for the board.
Oh, he's going with the back down here.
Oh. Brewer, not much he can do.
Big brother ball.
Talk about the physicality on that play too, with Hollins and Brewer involved. Falling away, desperation shot by Pargo, not there. Green trying to find his stroke, does right there.
Good job of just getting his feet and balance underneath them. I might have to interview Ryan Hollins here. Those 2 monster dunks. I can ask him about last week in the 3 minutes.
Oh, he elevated there. Made it look easy. In the corner again, it's Green back to back. He only had 2 threes last week. Only 3s for this Bivouac team, and he's already got 2. And the game is tied. One more time! Ryan Hollins dominating the paint, and the triplets making it look easy.
You know, I wonder what Gary Payton right now would be thinking, giving up all these dunks.
The triplets just have this way they play, just throwing it up for Hollins. He takes care of the rest. A really deep post up. And Brewer gets it. The step back. And the putback there for Ayers. But they're gonna wave it off.
I don't think I think it's a clear violation on Brewer. 2 feet, gotta get 2 feet out. Not just 1. Everyone thinks you can get 1 and lift the other one. The other foot has to come down and touch behind that 3-point line.
I mean, that's something you want to see called consistently. That's not a ticky-tack thing. 4-point attempt not there for Pargo. Neither is that 3. It's got to be hard, especially on those sidelines, to make sure you get those 2 feet out.
Sloan, they are former professionals.
Maybe I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I know you're trying, but I mean, we're only asking you to tap the double feet on the line.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's not like they're asking them to do your job. Like, that's hard to do. No one can just come in and sub for your job, but we're only asking 2 feet behind the line here.
Green, a couple jab fakes. Looks smooth by Gerald Green.
Man, I wish I could jump that high. He jumps. If I can jump that high on my best day, or with a trampoline, I feel like that'd be a good day for me. Gets up so high on this jump shot.
Coming off a G League championship, came out of retirement, said, I love this opportunity with the Rockets, but it's just not the right time. Playing with the young guys who say, no, you still got it.
Well, what he told me, so you're making it seem like it's nice. What he told me is, he was telling the young guys that if you can't guard me, then you need to work on your game more. And since I can bust you, I should definitely be back in this league.
Exactly right. Hey, that seems like a great opportunity to have that kind of feedback that not everyone gets. Gennaro Pargo loses it. So Bivouac can score. That's just what they do with Brewer. That will bring us to the first break of this first half. Bivouac leading 13-11 against the #1 ranked triplet squad. Ryan Hollins goes up two-handed, not once, not twice in the first half. And then Bivouac, they've responded each time with points of their own. don't know if he hears you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back here at Comerica Center, this is how the standings look heading into week 4, almost the midway point of the season. The triplets, #1 in the standings at 2-1, a plus 21 point differential. And you see Bivouac there. They look lonely as the only winless team in the Big 3, but they have had close losses. Let's check in with Scal, who's standing by with Ryan Hollins.
Ryan Hollins, also known as Shaq of the Big 3, getting it going early, getting that opportunity.
Yeah, man, just feeding off Lisa Leslie. You know we're missing Joe Johnson, but that's a real champ over there, commanding us, coming us where to be, and we're just coming out to fight. Even that team hasn't won a game, they're very dangerous, as you all see.
Yeah, you took out Brewer on that screen. He's upset about it. Glad you know.
Yeah, Brewski fouled me on that jump hook, too. He tried to foul me, so just out here having fun, but we got to compete and get this win. We need it.
Thanks, Ryan.
I love what he said about feeding off of Lisa Leslie. You see the equity in the Big 3 demonstrated by Lisa Leslie, a Big 3 Coach of the Year, a Big 3 champion. She's got 4 gold medals, for goodness sakes. You better listen to her, and luckily, we can do that today as well. And we will have her mic'd up in this contest.
One thing about Pargo, if you can't, like he was a teammate of mine in Chicago, and I play him one-on-one, that side step to the left, it's almost automatic for him.
Help, 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 help! Brewer attacking the rim.
You hear Lisa Leslie asking for the help.
That's the post action I was telling you.
Yeah, she's afraid of that action.
Oh, I was telling Zoe.
Green trying to sidestep some defenders. It's his brother Garland Green. Facing tough defense by Gennaro Pargo. He really stood his ground.
Yeah, real physical on that. There's that pump fake, nothing going. Loves that left corner. Him and Joe Johnson just absolutely love that left corner, and they run most misses to that corner.
Couldn't get the foul call there. Brewer spins. Nice tap out by Garland Green. Started out the season with Tri-States. Gets the team up with his brother Gerald instead. As Brewer rises and he draws the foul.
No show and go. Covered a lot of ground with one dribble. Love it. Take a look. One dribble, 2 big steps, elevates. No, they'll get 1 for 2.
Brewer coming off a great game in week 3, 19 points, 5 rebounds. Of course, a player development coach for the Pelicans last season. Like seeing different career paths, different coaching opportunities that have sprouted out that you can hope develop into further coaching work.
For sure. Everybody that's been teammates with Brewer loves him.
Well, you win 2 national championships, you win an NBA championship too. The huge block by Garland Green, and then Gerald Green finishes the job.
Very good defense, Garland Green. I thought he was beat. I thought G had him on the spin as he elevates. Garland, no soup for you.
Ridiculous block by Green. I felt the brother synergy there with the block. Immediately Gerald swooping in for the jam.
You know, the first week, Gerald Green would have took that ball back, but he's starting to get used to Big 3 basketball.
That is something you start to see with the rules. If it is a turnover, air ball steal, he can go right back up with it. Garland Green chases that down and pulls up from 3.
Oh, can't leave him open.
Gennaro Pargo. And Green definitely cannot leave him open. And Garland active today.
Yeah, on the boards. That's huge. No Ryan Hollins. All of a sudden, Bivouac stops.
And timeout call. Bivouac leading 21-17, and Bivouac playing like they are in a must-win situation.
Here he is again. Garland Green elevating. There's the pump. There is the strong finish. Doing the little things to get his team back into this game.
Well, Bivouac, you see them 0-3 this season, but they only have a -9 point differential. Look how close those losses have been. Just right within their grasp, and unfortunately hasn't gone their way so far.
That's why 8.5, that's a lot. And that's why the money line at 255 is where this thing is at. They're gonna win this game. You watch it. The only thing I'm worried about is a little bit of Ryan Hollins, but they have errors. I'm telling you, Bivouac is gonna win this game.
Let's hear what Lisa Leslie is saying in this huddle.
How are you feeling? You're good. How are you feeling? Do you need a breather?
And actually, it's Gennaro Pargo who has coaching experience in the NBA as well, that he's able to draw some.
Yeah, Indiana, right?
That's
where
right.
he's at, yeah. Got a lot of plays. You know, as coaches, you work on that stuff. And with 3-on-3, you can really take advantage of the way people are guarding. Like right now, Bivouac's switching everything. So a play where you slip out, you can get something going to the rim.
Scal, I mean, you've been there and you've been in these huddles, but it seems like what I've noticed, even with someone who is one of the most accomplished people in this game, Lisa Leslie, you just feel empowered to speak up in huddles, to draw up plays, to expand.
But here's the thing. Big Three, there's a lot of guys with a lot of experience that played a lot of different places, that played a lot of years in the league, overseas. So, you know, obviously you want to take advantage of that.
You're right about the experience you pick up playing in multiple countries, being on multiple teams.
Oh, that's not a double dribble? Hold on here. Hold on. I'm thinking what Brewer's thinking. Ain't no double dribble.
And that's what Gerald Green, the player coach, is saying as well.
Yeah, he picked it up and then just went off again.
He is the Nick Young confused face meme there. As Brewer has the pulled out from under him. Snaring the rebound is Gennaro Pargo. Gennaro. Got to close out on Green quickly as soon as he clears it, but he still gets it up anyway and knocks it down.
I could watch that all day. The little shimmy shake to the pull-up J. Come on.
The rhythm he has in his game right now. I know it's week 4. But you think about his off-season work to be ready from the time he steps out onto the court is Pargo pulled up from 4-point range.
Do it again, G. Do it again. Oh, get it back to him.
Tight defense by G. Brewer, offensive foul.
Oh, got an offensive foul on Brewer. Yeah, I think it's a good call. Look at that. Stood his ground, took the hit. Good call. I'm still shaking my shoulders over that shimmy shake hezzy jumper.
I mean, how close do you have to get to Gerald Green? So and he's not able to get
if
a
we
shot
can get that replay, his jumper is so quick, you can't even put a hand up.
Wow. Him getting that rebound. There's no words for
that. Here it is right here. Go to work, go to work.
Garland Green has it from his brother Gerald, one-on-one. Looking for the ISO opportunity, and then it will be a shot clock violation.
That's what my isolations look like.
Green already with 7 rebounds, by the way. I know it's a small thing. I'm still replaying that in my own mind. Him skying for that rebound.
Oh, yeah. That's what he does. Big-time hustle player. Gerald told me he could defend at a high level. And that's why he wanted him on his team.
G gets free and slams it home.
There's physicality on the defensive end. That was offensive physicality.
Oh, yeah. Brushing off his defender. It was like a stiff arm in football there.
All right, let's see what Joe's doing here. They're going to post the bro.
Posting up against Gennaro Pargo, finding Brewer, who's wrapped up.
All right, here we go. The drive, the push off, get off me. Going right to the cup.
The fierceness effectiveness of that move. I mean, I wish I had been keeping count of how many dunks we've seen just in this first half.
Yeah, Mr. Inside Dunk has been on the bench for a while, Ryan Hollins. Oh, he's coming back in.
Bivouac, though, 2 points from halftime. As Janero Pargo misfires. And Garland Green is fouled. So Hollins does come back in after an explosive start to this first half. Non-shooting foul, so Brewer taking it out, and Bivouac can send it to halftime with the bucket. Gerald Green has the 7-footer on him. Completely cleared out.
That's very good defense by Ryan Hollins on that play.
Hollins setting the screen. Green was turned around. Pargo. They've had trouble shooting from long range in this first half as Brewer forces it up. Jeremy Pargo. G, nice pump fake. And here is Hollins one more time for the first half. We're 2 points away from either side and getting to the break.
Good extra pass by G, attacking the basket. Hollins is playing great today.
I was expecting G to explode up to the rim once more. Green, mid-range, doesn't go.
There's another one.
Elevates. What a way to end the first half. It felt like more dunks than jump shots in this game.
What an amazing adjustment by Trilogy. No Joe Johnson, they go right to the lob. And Ryan Hollins, right place, right time, making it happen.
Head above the rim. We're halftime. Triplets leading 25-23 over Bivouac. game 1, week 4. The triplets on top, 25-23. Ryan Hollis dominated the paint in the first half, the recipient of multiple lobs. Before we get back into this one, let's take a look at the Microsoft Player of the Week from last week. The winner, no surprise that it was Joe Johnson, who is absent today with 57% of the vote.
My boy, the Brazilian Blur, should have won it. So all you people out there that are voting, he had a fantastic day. But you know what? Shout out to the man, Mr. Big Three himself, Joe Johnson. But I'm just saying, my vote, that 27%, that's me.
30 of 48 points. I'm just going to say,
Yeah,
Scal,
that's a good point.
that's a lot. His second 30-point game this season.
That's a lot of points. You probably had to go for 40 if you wanted to win. Yeah, you're right. You know what? Joe Johnson was doing work, and he had a tough night the week before, but he bounced back, and for sure he should have won Microsoft Player of the Week.
Second leading scorer in the Big Three this season. And of course, each week fans can help select the Microsoft Big Three Player of the Week. Go to big3.com or Big Three social media accounts to vote. We'll reveal the results from week 4 next Sunday. And obviously too early to say, but Ryan Hollis might want to be in that conversation in the first half. For him, 10 points, 5 for 7 shooting at the high efficiency variety with multiple slam dunks for him. And we'll start the second half with Jeremy Pargo bringing the ball in against Brewer. Pargo goes all the way, even with Brewer on top of him.
That time, people worried about Hollins now and allowed Pargo to turn the corner. Ayers got to be able to do both. And that's the tough part about 3-on-3.
Green, 12 first half points. He's got nowhere to go. Brewer for 4. And G's the one who skies up for the board. He had a good start in the first half. He gets it up to Jeremy Pargo.
Oh.
What a spin, but cannot get the finish. Jalen Green so quick getting the ball in bounds. He was behind the backboard right there.
That was a big-time shot. He is so good going to his left hand.
We know the toll of 3x3, that even though you're not having, having to go full court all the time, the game really never stops, but especially with Green, because of how quickly he clears the ball and just gets right back into the play.
Yeah, it's different. I'll tell you, when you play 3-on-3, it's more mentally engaging because there isn't that flow of going up where you're kind of reading the defense. You're constantly engaged. Shot goes up. You're already thinking, where am I going? Where's he at? Now you're engaged again. So it's a mental toll more than what you would call a physical toll.
Ayers, his second 3 today. He didn't have any the first 3 weeks of this season.
Love watching him shoot. Like I said, he's always online.
One of multiple NBA champions who are in the Big Three, winning with the Spurs in 2014. Green not letting Pargo get free. High arc on that shot by G.
Get him out that paint, man.
Ryan Hollins saying, hey, the paint, but the shot resets the clock.
So it's triplets ball. They trail by 1. And it's been quite back and forth in this one too, Scal, except for when the triplets got out to a pretty big lead just in the early going. It hasn't deviated from really one possession.
Yeah, Bivouacs is, now they're settling in, making shots, and again, yes!
Collins keeps it going from the first half.
I got to talk to Lisa Leslie about the change in offense. I'd be curious on what she says.
Ayers, I mean, you're exactly right, Scal. Not having Joe Johnson, how are you going to change things up? No surprise that she goes to her center, but there he gets the offensive foul.
All right, take a look. Up top, Holland knows where to go. Right to the rim. Holland's in great shape, and he does TV during the season, during the winter. I do TV. I can't stay in that kind of shape. I mean, I don't understand.
Quick turnaround for Green. Beautiful. Just
That is the only word to describe that. If we were in the soccer, they would call that a brilliant move.
Was that an attempt at an English accent? I think it could be better.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Jeremy Pargo will get the 2.
The adjustment Bivouacs has made is they're not trying to meet. They're really protective of Ryan Hollins getting that full head of steam. That's how Pargo was able to turn the corner.
Green again, the chair pulled out. There are some crafty players in the big 3. So Green hits the deck.
There was an award for pulling the chair. The Pargo brothers would win that award. And you know it would be a chair. You know, the pulling chair award at their house.
Let's make this happen.
Yeah, then you go to there and then right before you sit down, boom, they pull it out.
I mean, when you're undersized for a lot of your career, a lot of your competitors, is Green sinks it silky smooth.
I gotta tell Gerald Green, like, you know, in the big 3, you gotta close out all the way to 50 here. Buckets like that.
He's got 18 now. Thought that was gonna be a lob again for Hollins. It's worked so well. Gerald Green's had a bunch of these today.
Yeah.
And they're just magnificent.
Yeah, it's poetry in motion. Look at this, gone. I mean, so smooth. I was on the Boston Celtics when we drafted him. But in a sneaky way, we're not getting a championship without Gerald Green because he was in that Kevin Garnett trade. And
That's
Minnesota
right.
was very excited about having him.
That's right. Well, the player coach is going to take a seat as brother Garland Green, so we'll see if the triplets can take advantage of not having him on the game.
Yeah, I think that what he's thinking is, let's see if these guys can get it to 40, then I can come in and I can close this thing out. Because what he's been doing, he's carrying the load, and it's not like he can rest on defense. There's only 3 guys out here. You got to work.
Well, that's the thing with the big 3. It just doesn't stop. The mental engagement, physical as well. You don't have time to jog up the floor as G misfires. Jeremy Pargo just going to keep trying. He's been off today, and a hard foul on Brewer. Well, we've got Lisa Leslie mic'd up today, the Hall of Famer. Brewer at the line for Bivouac.
I could have done bring the fire, but we too tired for that.
Saving to bring the fire.
Do you think this would have been a time to do it?
Yeah, I mean,
Portland.
Brewer's not, a phenomenal offensive player.
Come on, Jeremy.
And big 3 right there in the corner.
Let's go, Jeremy. We were all right. Here we go, Red. Good shot.
How long could Gerald Green sit on the bench?
Step up. Come on, Ryan.
Oh, big shot.
3 threes today for Ayers. Normally not a part of his repertoire, but he gets Bivouac the lead 37-34. The Triplets playing with 4 players without Joe Johnson, trying to come back against winless Bivouac, but Bivouac under their player coach doing well.
Yeah, absolutely. Ayers is hitting big shots from the top of the key. Can Bivouac get the win? Find out next.
first of 50 wins, Bivouac leading 37-34. Time now to take a look at the Big Three Heat Vision powered by Microsoft.
I really love this. Joe Green's shot throughout the year. Just let this thing roll. Bang, 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 bang. Lots of green all over the court. Some inside, some outside. 68 total points. Lots to look at, but here's what I really like. All the makes are straight on. He misses a little bit to the right. I love that heat vision. Gerald Green will find that out. He can make adjustments on that. And here is Gerald Green. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the poetry in motion here. The shot is so smooth. He's not bothered by the hand. He elevates out of space. Sometimes it's so quick that you can't even get there. Here he is. After his brother blocks it, shows you a little bit of hops. Former dunk champion. And I hope they show that we had earlier, those baseline jumpers. Now, on the bench right now, he's understanding the big three. It's 37-34. Can the Bivouacs get him to 40, 41, 42, so he can come in and close this thing out? And
be as fresh as possible, get that much needed first win.
Yeah, and the 250 plus 250 money line. I'm telling you, there's no way minus 8.5 should have been right. But sometimes there's a flaw in the system.
Jeremy Pargo knocks down another three. He had struggled to start this game, now looking good. With this group, just switch it. You know, like, at least you're not giving up a lob or a wide open three. Brewer elevates, can't get it off glass. Like, just switch the screen. There. Pargo takes the handoff, was looking at Hollins, but gets the floater. They're just gonna run this to death right here. And Gerald Green inching to get back in. They want to talk it over. And it looks like Gerald Green, the player coach today, is going to be checking back in. His team down 39-37. Yeah, right here, two guys go because they're worried about the Hollins dunk. Pargo gets wide open for three. Same thing, look at Ayers fighting back to get back to Hollins. Wide open floater for Pargo. Too good, and you know, give Lisa Leslie a ton of credit for making that adjustment. Well, Hollins has put on a show today with his dunks. In the absence of Joe Johnson. Yeah, I mean, everyone's worried about the Pargo brothers on the pick and roll. Ryan's doing a good job of creating some contact, getting out fast. Watch the screens, watch how quick he gets off the ground, plays above the rim. Collins has been excellent for triplets today. Is he the reason that things are opening up for Jeremy Pargo? For sure. He's got 12 points, 4 rebounds, 6 for 7 shooting. That's bound to happen when your head is above the rim, basically. Yeah, the only one he missed was that jump hook where he said Brewer fouled him anyway. But it has been great. And credit to Lisa Leslie for this adjustment without the two-time MVP and Joe Johnson. This is a triplets team coming off their first loss of this season last week against the Ball Hogs as Green almost gets the and one. All right, it's a big free throw for Joe Green. Oh, they want to bring the fire. Oh, he asked it. And Lisa Leslie's gonna bring the fire. Yes. Our first bring the fire. You see the smile on the Hall of Famer's face. Look at it, she loves it. Not only she sets the tone, but she dances to the Bring the Fire music. I love it. So it'll be Gerald Green and Jeremy Pargo. Green pulls up and hits. Gerald Green should do a dance right now. I mean, Sloan, look how high he gets. Look at this elevation. Ah, you didn't get to that shot. No way. What do? You can't get close enough even to get a hand in his face because he'll just take you to the rack. He is so skilled, and he doesn't have to play physical. A lot of guys on the Bring the Fire, they go into the back down. That's one dribble, pull up at the elbow. Good night. I mean, Jeremy Pargo is a fantastic player, but do you ever want to bring the fire when it's in Gerald Green's hands? I wouldn't. I mean, if I had G, if it was G, I might do it. Not against the guys who are a little bit smaller. Jeremy Pargo falling away is short. Holland skying for that board.
Oh, that's good. Oh, you're gonna pay for that. Oh!
Right there, not there. And Green knocks down the three with confidence.
It's when they talk about make miss, that's make miss. Pargo had a wide open shot, missed it. Green stuck it.
Holland slipping the screen. It is G, full head of steam.
It's going to come down to, can Gerald Green put this team on his back and lead Bivouac to the first win? Or will triplets go away with 2 losses in a row?
They absolutely do not want to fall to 0-4 this season. It's going to be a tough road ahead if they do. Here's Ayers, who has 3 threes today. Not that time. Collins posting up against Garland Green, giving him a good fight. G rising and gets the finish.
G is tough, man, on this finish. Elevating, getting contact, moving big bodies at the rim, and finishing strong.
He's just been a great addition this season. He's got 11 points coming off a 12-point game in week 3. But Green with it now, finds Ayers, and he'll draw the foul. Well, the last time Bivouac won, it has unfortunately been too long. They were winless last year. Their last win, you have to go back to 2019 because of that canceled 2020 season. August 25th, 2019 against Threes Company. That's 9 straight losses they're sitting on.
Man, 2019, that's a long time ago. I've done a lot since 2019.
Not necessarily their fault because of that canceled season, but yeah,
last year was their fault.
Last year. Yeah. It was a tough one for sure. They got a new head coach in Gary Payton, who isn't present this year. It had been Reggie Feast. But an opportunity here with Bivouac leading by 1. Jeremy Pargo. And now Brewer with it. Ayers.
Oh, my goodness.
Hollins for a
Sloan,
offensive foul.
Sloan, please inform me. How did that ball not touch Joe Green's hands? I'm just asking. Can you please explain to me? You can't bring the fire on that.
I mean, that's
how does Joe Green not get this ball?
It's textbook shoulder down late in a game, and you do have a point.
At least a touch.
Triplets with it now. Hollins misses at the rim. He had been 6 for 7 today. It is Green. And G, he has been huge today.
G loves the corners. Those corner threes are money. 46-44. Gerald Green's got to get a bucket right here.
He's got it against G. Threads the needle to Ayers for the slam.
Very good job by Gerald Green. Came off, just read the defense, 2 on him. Gave it up, Ayers with the dunk.
13 points for Ayers. 3 threes today. Ayers hedging out on that screen. It'll be Pargo for 4, way off. So that means Gerald Green can go right back up with it. You really have to be thinking about your shot selection late in games, because if you have a wild shot like that, that's basically giving up those 2 points.
You can't take that. Not in a tie game. That's hero basketball.
Pargo in 4-point territory, splits the screen, and that goes off back iron.
Oh, the leaner, nope. All right, here it is. They got the Rocky music here.
Point game for Bivouac, looking for their first win since 2019. First of 50 wins, must win by 2. So a huge possession here for Bivouac, who can end it right here and walk out of here with a G.
Look at that, 8.5-point favorites. And the money line, I told you guys, Bivouac's gonna win this game today. Put him away, 14. Give him that bucket, G. Green.
One bucket ends it. Almost a turnover. Green, patience. And Triplets have it. It's point game for them too, technically, if they knock down a 4-point bucket, which Pargo had his tipped.
Oh, that's a foul.
Green and Hollins ending up on the floor.
Loose ball foul. So even though the Bivouac is in the bonus, the first foul is like a take foul. You go sideline. If there was another foul, shooting or non-shooting, that will be free throw. Oh, Lisa Leslie gonna talk this over. Give Bivouacs a chance to design a play.
Gerald and Garland Green have been magnificent. The brothers teaming up in the second straight week and doing good things for Bivouac.
Yeah, all week long, you know, they're talking about this is the week we're gonna get it done. This is what we got to do. And really, a lot of hustle plays by Garland Green. A lot of fantastic, beautiful jump shots by Gerald. There's that block. That brother capped it off with the jam. They've been great all game. But it's all for nothing. They can't get this bucket right here. And, you know, a part of me, not only do I'm rooting to be right, also remember that I like parity. I think it's good if the Bivouacs can get a win and keep the league kind of wide open.
Especially with the Triplets being that title expectation type of squad. They were #1 last year, 2-1 this season, coming off their first loss. And you can see how the brothers, each pair, is doing, making an impact on this game. Gennaro Pargo, pretty much the only one left out of the brother party today.
Yeah, a couple side steps, sidestep threes. All right, let's see what they come up with here.
Kind of the right-hand man to Lisa Leslie, too, with his coaching experience.
For sure. I'm thinking Gerald Green looping up, gonna get a chance to get to his left hand.
Bivouac again can end it here.
Well, you gotta get a catch, Gerald.
It's with Brewer. He's looking for Green. Green can't get it to fall, and a foul on the rebound.
Only the fourth. All right, here it is. Shot goes up. A lot of body. Good job. Blanco Jean did a great job blocking out.
Ball's coming in on the side.
Lisa Leslie just called a timeout for the Triplets, and let's listen in.
Good defense.
Left rush back action. Back action. Go, I got you, go. I got you. Left rush back action.
So we're here. Five. One pops out. When you step back in, you guys are there, right? You got the three there, or you got the three here when you inbound. You understand what I'm saying? He pops out, Ryan, you got a screen. He steps in for the three. If he don't have it, you off-ball screen and come off.
Has only a -9-point differential despite them being winless this season. 3 losses within 3 points this season, and can they finally walk out with their first win since 2019? They were winless last year, trying to make a new start in 2022. It's been close, but still 1 bucket away. First to 50 wins. Jeremy Pargo deep in the paint.
Oh my gosh.
Pargo for 4. That could have ended it. And we play on.
That was a fantastic play. Everything going downhill. Ryan Hollins going. Bivouac getting sucked in. Pargo online for 4. That would have been devastating for Bivouacs and my money lines.
0 for 1 this season from 4-point range is Gennaro. 8 on the shot clock for Green. A hard screen. Brewer. Still no, and Bivouac is still waiting on this potential win.
Oh no, another one.
Jeremy Pargo, he could have ended it there.
These are way too close. Come on, G, get this win right here.
They have been close on a number of possessions. It just hasn't fallen.
Be that alpha.
Great defense going down right now.
No, they could definitely get G in here, right here.
G is going to sub in.
Yeah, you got to get Pargo out of the game.
For
Oh, they know. Wait a minute, they roll with Hollins.
put
Wow.
fires out there.
Pargo, he waved him off. Pargo cannot give up a bucket. This is Gennaro. He cannot get up this bucket.
Brewer from the free throw line, and that's it. Bivouac gets their first win of the season. 50-46 is the final. Brewer finishes with 10 points, including the game-winning basket, and it is their first win since August 25th, 2019. Brewer even took some contact on that shot, but even though they missed a couple of tries sitting at 48, they're able to walk out with a victory for the first time this season. Let's throw it down to Scal, who's with Gerald Green.
Gerald Green got the win finally. Man, that last possession took a while to get that thing done.
It did, man. We were struggling at the end of the ball, but no, actually, we did okay, man. That was a good team. They've proven. I think they're champions last year, so I'm just glad we were able to get our first win.
So I want to ask you, you went to the bench just to get a little bit of a breather, and then you went in to close that thing out?
Yep. I just need a quick little breather to give myself. I feel like I'm taking some crazy shots. Just need these little breather so I can finish the game off. Like I said, we're glad we got the win.
You guys look good today. Good luck next week.
Man, appreciate it, Scott. Appreciate it, man.
All right, so I'll send it back to you.
Oh, Bivouac comes out on top, 50-46. Here's a look at our final stats. Rebounds about even, those three-point field goals even as well. You see Bivouac with 12 assists on 19 buckets, and they are 1-3 this season. We still have plenty more Big Three action coming your way, but a fantastic start to week 4. How many slam dunks were there? It'll be hard to top, but more coming up in the Big Three.
6'7".
The Big Three back in the Lone Star State for Week 4. Our second matchup features the Ghost Ballers versus Killer Threes as teams seek to find momentum to carry them into the second half. Welcome back to Comerica Center in Frisco, Texas. Sloan Martin, Brian Scalabrine along with you. And in this matchup, what we first just saw, I should mention, the triplets drop one to Bivouac for their first win of the season. But I think in this matchup between these two squads, maybe the hardest working teams in the Big Three.
Yeah, they're entertaining teams, but here's the deal. Ghost Ballers blew a game last week. The Killer Threes, what they need to do is get on track. They have championship aspirations. They have a good team, but they're 1-2. It's going to be two teams really battling it out to see, like, we're starting to look into playoff implications this week.
I'll start with Mike Taylor of the Ghost Ballers. Speaking of hardworking, it's hard to find someone as energetic, bouncy as him. He's got back-to-back 19-point games.
Yeah, not only that, but he has an absolute blast when he's out there. Like, what would you call that, Sloan? Like, what was that dance move right there? The two-step shuffle?
I like that.
Two-step shimmy? Yeah, no question.
Having a great season, almost 19 points per game, almost 2 steals per game too, and maybe the only other player can match his hustle and hard work would be Franklin Session of the Killer Threes for this team that's 1-2 this season, his second season as captain, and he's having a great year. He is first in rebounds per game as a 6'2" guard and also first in assists per game.
Well, he crashes every possession. He plays with a ton of energy. He can post you up. So yeah, you got two highly energetic guys, love basketball, love competing, and we're gonna see that today.
You really do see the joy when both of them play, the journey getting here to the Big Three. Our team roster is presented by PNC Bank. Of course, we have Ricky Davis. He is an OG, really, of the Big Three.
I think he's still the all-time leading scorer of the Big Three. And one guy I really like for the Ghost Ballers, Darnell Jackson. I think he's underrated, makes winning plays, always down the stretch. He's always going to make a big shot, and he's a competitor.
And then you see George Gervin, the Iceman, his 5th season with the Ghost Ballers, has his team in 3rd place in the standings right now. You see his credentials. His name just speaks for himself. And another one whose reputation precedes them is none other than Charles Oakley, the head coach of the Killer Threes, a 19-year NBA veteran, just personified toughness and hard work. And I think you do see that reflected in the Killer Threes.
You know where I see it reflected? When I'm up at 6:30 in the morning in the weight room and Oak is in there full drenched sweat.
Wow.
Every morning. He's one of those guys where I try to beat him to the weight room. I'm not going to beat him to the weight room.
Not surprised by that at all. Look at these betting odds.
So Ghost Ballers really struggled to close out Trilogy. But I feel like Killer Threes have to get this win. I'm picking the underdog again, Killer Threes, not the money line. Give me the points.
Well, you were right in game number 1 with the underdog Bivouac squad coming out on top. If you're new to the Big Three, first team to 50 wins, must win by 2 points like we saw in our first matchup. Only a 14-second shot clock. We'll see how the free throws play out, different values and distances. You'll see how that goes. And of course, those 3 circles, 4-point shot opportunities. But you're right, Scal, with this Killer 3 team coming off back-to-back losses. They scored a league low, just 38 points in their loss to Tri-State.
They just, right from the start, wasn't a great game plan. I was wondering why they were doing what they were doing. They just didn't have a great game, but I expect them to bounce back this week.
Dante Green. And he'll immediately be fouled.
Go right to the free throw line. Son, what do you think of those pink shoes right there? Dante Green with it.
I love it. Are those Under Armour, it looks like?
They are. Pink. Rolling. I don't know if I can get away with that. What I could get away with You think I can wear a Frank Nitti jersey? Like just walk around with it on. Ooh, big miss on the free throw. You got to make those free throws.
That should be a highly coveted item.
I agree. I agree. It's underrated.
And to be honest, the Killer Threes uniform is just nice. As Chris Johnson goes in for the easy two.
Today is the dunk of the big man type of day. Good job by Chris Johnson. They go with this big lineup, Chris Johnson, Darnell Jackson. They like the physicality and like the versatility of Chris Johnson.
This is why we're a good team, Scal, because we are both very much post big men admirers as well. And
for sure.
We've been treated to that today.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of well, I like versatility too, inside, outside.
Can't get that three to go, taken by Chris Johnson.
This is the play Darnell Jackson type, the kind of plays that he makes. He's crashing the boards. He gets a loose ball foul. Those add up. Next thing you know, you can be shooting free throws early in this half.
Ghost Ballers up early, 2-0. Ghost Ballers 2-1 this season. They've got a +7 point differential in third place. Beautiful turnaround, doesn't go. And the rebound snared by Dante Green. And he's gonna put up a long two. Chased down by Jackson.
Well, Dante Green wasn't nearly as aggressive as he had to be last week. They really played through Frank Nitti, and they thought that that's the way to go. I thought that he should have been more aggressive in that game. He didn't. They lost the game. He's coming out with a more aggressive mindset.
11 points, 8 rebounds, but of course a low-scoring game for the Killer Threes overall. Powell, that's his game, that long-range two. For the two-time NBA champion. There's Mike Taylor in rhythm and shooting off early between these teams. Concession, get it to fall, not that time. Mike Taylor goes hard, a hard-earned finish by Mike Taylor.
That is a tough bucket. He ended up on the left side of the rim and brought it back with that right hand. Tough, tough bucket.
It's what him and Session have in common. They have smaller frames, they're on the shorter side too, but boy, do they attack the paint hard.
And they can both finish around the rim.
And for that reason, I feel like it's really a treat to see those two match up against each other today as Johnson with his high release gets that to fall.
Yeah, both of us, we don't discriminate against inside play. You could be a guard and give us the inside play. You could be a big. It doesn't matter. We want to see more inside play.
It is the art form of the back to the basket.
For sure. Or even, well, and we'll take a look at that Taylor bucket. Ooh, a nice tough move from Green. Give me a flex. Give me a flex with the pink shoes.
And what opportunity for Green.
Come on, look at this. Oh, I'm just going through to the rim. So I think that, you know what? When you're not here, they shoot more threes. When you're around, we get plays like this.
And I will take it because this is the brand of basketball I like, I just gotta say. Green knocks it down, and it is a 6-3 lead for the Ghost Ballers. You know, Session is gonna be a scrappy defender too. Couldn't even let Taylor get the ball. Session skipping, has the mismatch.
He's got to go quicker. That's not a good position to be in. 3 seconds on the clock.
Gets it off just in time, but Session wanted nothing to do with the three-point attempt.
He should have went to the basket. I mean, giving the guy you know, a post with 3 seconds on the clock is not going to work, but this is going to work. Look at that. Working it, body control, right hand, kiss, and the energy.
He is fun to watch. Taylor patient in the pick and roll. Jackson will shoot one.
I like Darnell Jackson's game.
Jackson, one of multiple Kansas alums in the Big Three. Johnson's got it at the high post. And Session, because that didn't touch anything, he could put that back up and in. Good play by Session. It is Jackson for three. Session goes to track it down. If you're wondering what Charles Oakley has got to say in game, he's mic'd up for us.
Come on, go on. Go hard, go. Hustle. Come on, where the energy at? Stay down. By yourself. Stay out, by yourself. Good D. Come on. We gotta react. Pick and roll. Get him out. Turn.
Oh.
It is Green for three from Session. Powell can't clean up the boards.
Oh.
The reverse. What a play by the Ghost Ballers.
Take the ball out.
You heard Charles Oakley say, where is the energy at some point? It's with the Ghost Ballers right now.
Charles Oakley said, wait a minute. Time out. We can't be giving up this right here. Taylor Johnson, reverse jam, showtime.
We taking all outside shot. We ain't going to the hole. We not engaged.
Just a beautiful play, and appropriately so, a timeout called by Charles Oakley. He's talking to his squad right now.
I'm trying to take a shot, but take them up. It's early in the game. Let's create stuff going to the rim. Hey, we said timeout. I talk here, y'all talk there. Okay, y'all got all the time to talk. Now y'all want to talk.
I would not want to be on the receiving end.
I gotta use that one. I talk here. You talk there. I need that in my
So high, it's fading away a bit. Sometimes Session.
This is what happened in